Guys, and today I want to talk about the Dallas Mavericks and why I think they're going to be different. I think Jason Kidd is going to solve this team. And through the preseason, I think there's been some evidence of that. So before we continue today's video, let's talk about it. So after the home opener of the preseason, or the preseason opener, you would say, they won against the Utah Jazz. So I want to hear right now your thoughts down below. What'd you guys see out of this team, okay? And I'm not going to act like anything insane happened. Doncic led us in scoring with 19 points. And then over here off the bench, it was actually pretty surprising. Boban Marjanovic in 9 minutes had 14 points. And yeah, so let's just talk about this team and something that I saw that I really I thought was interesting, okay? And one thing I still think that is going to be something that this team needs to work on is turnovers. And besides that, I I think turnovers is something that is just there, and I think everything else they're pretty good. Besides, I think you could argue maybe it's either interior D slash perimeter D. Like defense is the biggest question with this team. And look, it's evident that they're going to be a good three-point shooting team. They shot 36% on 30 attempts, and they shot 47% on 91 field goal attempts, okay? And they went to the line 20 times. That's what you need to do. That's how you win games. They won the rebounding battle by having 54 compared to Utah's 40. And yes, they had 14 turnovers compared to Utah's 13, but they were able to score 13 points off of Utah's turnovers and had 15 points off a fast break and had 58 points in the paint. So what I'm seeing out here is a team that I think efficient basketball is going to be first how they play. And one thing I liked was Kristaps Porzingis is at the power forward position, which I think is something they want to do. And I think they're going to take some notes out of the Wizards book. And I think Moses Brown, Boban Marjanovic, Willie Cauley-Stein, and I think maybe Dwight Powell, if they do keep Dwight Powell has been rumored to be traded with Moses Brown for Goran Dragic, but I think that deal has fallen through because preseason's here and the season's like 2 weeks away and they still haven't traded them, so I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think they're gonna take a page out the Wizards book and they're gonna go with Moses Brown probably to start the game. Then they'll have Boban Marjanovic and Willie Cauley-Stein to really just bang out the second and third quarter together with a little bit more of Moses Brown, just rim running, rebounding, and getting blocks. Because look, Moses Brown went out there, he didn't have any blocks, but in 14 minutes he had 6 rebounds, okay? And I think he did some decent job on defense. But Willie Cauley-Stein had a block, and Boban Marjanovic had a steal. Willie Cauley-Stein, Boban, and Moses Brown combined for, I believe it was 18 rebounds. And if you could do that every night, get 18 rebounds from him, from those 3 guys, then Dwight Powell comes in and puts in maybe another 7 rebounds. It's 25 rebounds just from 4 guys. And I think it could be a really good, interesting rotation. I think the way it worked would be 12. Like, I think the guys you would see the least amount are maybe not Moses Brown. I think Boban Marjanovic and Dwight Powell. I think Boban will play like 8 to 10 minutes a night, kind of playing like the Alex Lynn role. Moses Brown will probably play, because Daniel Gafford had the stamina issue, and I think Dwight Powell should play the Daniel Gafford role, which is being the fourth quarter closer. Have just Dwight Powell come in the fourth and have, Boban be your guys' Robin Lopez, and then the other center. I don't know why. It was Robin Lopez, Alex Lynn, and, Robin Lopez, Alex Lynn, and Daniel Gafford. So I think the Daniel Gafford role will go to Dwight Powell, and I think Alex Lynn and Robin Lopez should be a combination of Boban Marjanovic, Willie Cauley-Stein. I think Willie Cauley-Stein should be the main guy, getting 15 minutes while Boban gets 10. Then you give maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the matchup with Moses Brown, and then you end the fourth quarter with Dwight Powell, just rim running, pick and rolls. And, you have Tim Hardaway, Kristaps Porzingis, and Luka Doncic, and, either Josh Green, Randy Bullock, Maxi Kleber, or Jalen Bronson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Trey Burke, all those guys just sitting out there shooting the three-point shot. And the best part is because you brought in Frank Ntilikina and you have Jalen Bronson, You have, I think, a few guys who can really run the pick and roll efficiently with these guys. And I think this is going to be a pick and roll dominant team. And I think that's something people need to look out and be like, holy crap, they're going to go with Luka Doncic, probably with the backups are going to be a combination. The backup point guards, I personally think, are going to be a combination of Jalen Bronson, Tyrell Terry, and Frank Ntilikina, with Tyrell Terry and Frank Ntilikina competing for that third point guard spot. And I think right there they're going to pick and roll and they're going to drive, and the point guard's going to have the decision to go for the layup, to either draw the foul or just get an easy layup, or he's going to drive and kick out to his three shooters, which are going to be Kristaps Porzingis in the starting lineup, with Tim Hardaway Jr. and probably Dorian Finney-Smith being those three guys, and then the rim runner either being Moses Brown, Boban Marjanovic, Dwight Powell, or Willie Cauley-Stein. After they set the pick and they use it, they're going to rim run. So if they do go for a layup, they're going to go back for the putback. And I think you could run that with so many lineups, because if Dorian Finney-Smith doesn't start and Randy Bullock starts because he's getting paid that much, you could also use Randy Bullock as the sixth man, but I think Jalen Brunson's their sixth man. And you can even run this with the second unit. If all the starters are off the starting floor, the second unit's probably going to be Jalen Bronson at point guard, center, that four-man center, who's ever in, whose turn it is. Power forward, Dorian Finney-Smith. Actually, I take that back. Power forward, Maxi Kleber for Kristaps Porzingis. Randy Bullock starting at small forward, then Dorian Finney-Smith would back him up. And then at shooting guard, if Tim Hardaway is the starting shooting guard, you'd probably go, there's Trey Burke as the backup, probably being the co-six man with Jalen Bronson. Then you have Jalen Bronson. And you can still work that with either Frank Ntilikina, Tyrell Terry at point guard. Then if you don't want to run, Trey Burke out there, you could have Trey Burke. I think Trey Burke's going to be staying at shooting guard. I wouldn't run offense through him. And then at, power forward, you have the other option. You have small forward, Sterling Brown as another option. But I think this is going to be a good team. I think defense is the question, though. Let me hear your thoughts.